Welcome back to Breakfast Central. Let's bring updates from Ondo State. While the ailing governor of Ondo State, Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, has handed over to his deputy, a group from the African Action Congress are calling on Governor Akeredolu to either resume or resign. The group have scheduled plans to stage a peaceful protest tagged Occupy Ondo State from 12 noon tomorrow, Saturday, the 16th of December, at the Akure Town Hall, Oba Adeshido Road, Akure. Joining us live this morning from Akure is the Chairman, African Action Congress, Ondo State, Comrade Olugbenga. Good morning, and thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, madam.
All right. Let's get into the reason for a protest. We're seeing that the governor has handed over to the deputy governor, who is now the acting governor, as the Constitution provides. Why is there need for a protest?
That is not the position of the Constitution. The position of the Constitution is that when the president or the governor is incapacitated, note that word, he should resign. He should resign. Not that he should hand over to the deputy. He should resign.
Yeah,
and that's why you are calling on him to resign immediately before we occupy the state.
Yeah, but you don't have any proof, to verify the claims that he is incapacitated. It's okay, or it's natural, that every now and then,
We have the proof.
Can you share with us?
3 days ago now, they told in Nigeria that the governor have traveled to Germany. But I can tell you that as I speak with you now, the governor is in Ibadan.
And how do you know this?
There is no record at the airport that he traveled out of this state. The governor cannot even take a step where he is now. He's seriously bedridden. So they should stop lying. Those who are making Ondo State dry, we proceed anything possible to keep making the people of our state. That we will not tolerate.
Okay. You've made some very strong claims, which of course I want to reiterate. Your position and are your thoughts regarding the governor's health, that you say that the governor has not left the state and the governor is in Ibadan, if I hear you correctly, and that there's no record of the governor having left the country. You've also mentioned that the people who are trying to milk Ondo State dry, you're sort of issuing a note of warning to them. Who are these people that are trying to milk Ondo State dry?
Oh, well, we are not afraid to mention him. The Commissioner for Finance, the governor's wife, the governor's son, the secretary to the state, and some political bigwig. The chairman of APC in Ondo State, they are seriously making Ondo State, as I'm talking with you now. They are owing salaries in Ondo State Polytechnic, in Ondo State University. The pensioners are not paid. There was something with our money. The commonwealth of our people have been captured by some clique of people. So we can't be in this state and such a thing will happen.
Yeah, but the challenge here is, these are simply just still allegations. There's no, what you're saying doesn't, you're not sharing with us, any proof that you have. For example, when you say that you're certain the governor is still in Ibadan, there's still no evidence that this is true. And there's also, we can go further to say that, okay, he's still in Ibadan, but he still has plans to go to Germany. Maybe tomorrow, maybe next tomorrow. Then we go further into that. But going on, you've also mentioned that the wife and son of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, the Commissioner for Finance, the APC chairman, these are the people milking the state. There's still no actual proof. And I don't know if we can run with just these allegations.
Well, you see, it is not just an allegation. If they say or they argue that I am lying, they should show proof that Akeredolu is in Germany. They should show video when he traveled out of Lagos or Abuja or Kano airport. They show proof.
Okay.
I'm lying. They should take us to his house in Ibadan and let us go there and video him. This is a man that cannot walk, a man that cannot talk. He cannot even identify his son if he sees his son. And they are saying that he's the governor of our state. Mind you, we are not happy that Akeredolu is sick. We are not. But this governorship is not the birthright of anybody. It's a servant to the people of Ondo State. And when you cannot serve again, you leave.
Do you have any insider information, who's currently maybe around the governor that is feeding you the information you're sharing right now? Or these are, once again, just still assumptions?
It is very, very wrong for us, gentlemen, it's very, very wrong for us to give you information about who is giving us all this information we talked about.
Okay.
It is wrong. They may not be able to confront us, but they will confront them. And I want to let you know that those people giving all this information are the people they wine and they dine together.
Okay, so you do have insider information, you said. Now let's come back to you stating that they are trying to milk.
Sure.
Let's come back to you saying that.
We have insider information.
All right. Let's come back to you saying that these names you've mentioned and these people like his wife, his son, and the APC chairman, Aiyedatiwa, these names that you've called, and you've said that they're trying to milk the state. How exactly? I mean, you've mentioned that salaries are not being paid, but how exactly, if you can give us a clearer picture of how they're milking Ondo State?
Listen to me. Do you know recently, one of those people I mentioned want to present Ondo State budget to the House of Assembly. Oh, I forget to mention the Speaker of the House too. He's one of those people making Ondo State resources. They want to present the budget of Ondo State in the name of the sick governor. And they want us to keep quiet. And never, it's not possible.
Well,
Ondo State should be ready for murder of all rally, peaceful demonstration. We are occupying Ondo State as from Saturday until the governor resign.
Do you not have any faith in the acting governor, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, that he'll be able to restore some calm to Ondo State?
Listen, I am not very, very sure that the Constitution of Ondo State make provision for acting governor. Ondo State people did not vote for acting governor. We vote for governor and his deputy. We didn't vote for acting governor. So, gentlemen, it's either Aiyedatiwa is sworn in as the governor of Ondo State because the governor is incapacitated, and Akeredolu Rotimi or Ogbonmwan, so to say, should resign honorably. He's our leader. He was our governor. We give him that respect. He should respect himself. Thank you.
We'll see how that goes. And yes, the Constitution does provide, I think, 190, does provide leeway for a deputy governor. We'll probably show that on screen in a bit. But again, before we move on to talk about your protest on Saturday, I want to once again ask that when you accuse the wife and son of the governor of milking the state dry, including the speaker and, of course, the APC chairman, commissioner for finance that you've mentioned, from what it sounds like, these don't sound like you have actual proof or evidence that they have done anything wrong. It sounds more like, maybe a personal issue you have with these persons. And that's why we keep asking, do you have proof? Is there funds that you are certain that, these funds have been diverted by these people? Is there funds that that maybe, have been added to a certain part of the budget that are going to be given to these persons? Because, that's what it means to milk the state. It means to divert Ondo state funds to personal, accounts or personal, activity. So, once again, if you're accusing the wife and son of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu of milking the state dry and other person that you've mentioned, can you share with us one, any bit of evidence, anything, a concrete accusation that says, this is what you found out, this is what you've heard, this is what you've seen?
Tell you this. Let me tell you this, gentleman. We live in Ondo State. I live in Ondo State capital, Akure. Akeredolu's son, before his father became the governor, cannot boast of 500,000 in his account. If he has it, he should show evidence. Today, is one of the biggest investors in the city of Akure. Where does he get the money from? Just about 2 weeks ago, or thereafter, the wife used Osopadek fund to finance what they call women, on whose instruction? Where did she get the money from? The money she spent on that program is just for her to make money for herself, not for himself. We talk of palliative when the big man in Nigeria decided to inflict punishment on the people that sent him there by increasing the fuel prices. No house, no single individual received any palliative in Ondo State. What happened to the palliative? Tell me now. Please ask them, give them my number. Let them contradict what I have said. So it is an open secret that these people are making us dry. That is why they don't want to disclose the real situation of their father, of their leader, of the husband to the people of Ondo State. And this we know. We will not tolerate it. No going back. We are closing down Ondo State in order to open it up.
Now let's talk proper about your protest on Saturday you've mentioned. Is it just going to be the AAC and its members that will be participating in this protest? Do you expect, that other maybe political parties will join you, the people of Ondo State?
No. This is not even political. We have over 100 civil society groups in Ondo State right now. AAC is just coordinating it. And not even AAC, we have a sister organization called Take It Back, TIB Group, is leading this protest together with other NGOs in Ondo State. Yeah, it's a very big show. And you can join us, please. You can join us.
Well, I'm not sure that I will, but
join us that day.
You know, I'm asking because, you know, in the, for example, I'm not sure how popular AAC is even in Ondo State. In the last elections, I remember that Omole Sowore did win his polling unit, but you know that's as far as it got. You know, has the AAC been able to gather more popularity to be able to pull, you know, more people out to protest and save Ondo State?
I am the chairman of African National Congress in Ondo State, and I know we have the capacity, we have the membership, and not only that, the suffering masses will join us. The market women will join us.
When it comes to issues...
The trade union organization will join us. We use the to invite the labor unions too. At Akure Town Hall.
All right.
Along Obadeshida Road. Join us. I will be there as early as 8 o'clock that very day in the morning to make sure that we do not give out.
All right.
Opportunity to invade the protest.
Let's talk about. Let's talk about.
Excuse me.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I want to use the opportunity to invite the Commissioner of Police to join us too.
All right.
The Commandant Civil Defense to join us. The Road Safety to join us. The DSS, SSS to join us. Let us make Ondo State work.
So in other news,
you
want the whole of Ondo State to be a part of the protest. You've also mentioned that there is no political...
Yes.
You've mentioned that there is no political affiliation, no political undertone. Are you maybe going to, in any way, collaborate with the opposition parties, and also to ask that if in the nearest future you are given a political appointment by this current administration, is this something you would look at? Is this something you would consider?
Let me tell you one thing that's very clear. I'm from a political house. My grandfather was the first political office holder in the whole of Ondo Ekiti State. I can never take political appointment from these rogues. Never. I say never. So we are not doing anything to gain political influence. And if other political parties want to join us, they should join us only to be seen and not to be heard. This is purely a civil rights movement.
We've run out of time for this conversation, sir.
An AAC movement,
yes.
A civil rights movement.
All right, we've run out of conversation, but I want you to quickly answer this in as quickly as possible, maybe in 1 minute if possible. We're counting down to the gubernatorial elections in November of 2024. How do you foresee that the drama that is currently going on might be in some way linked to that, and what are your expectations for the incoming elections?
Yeah, there are a lot of permutation that they don't want the deputy governor there, so that he will not finally emerge as the governor in the next election. My party is feeding her own gubernatorial candidate, and we hope to win if the election is free and fair. So we are not even seeing the coming election as anything factor at all in this case. We are not. We are talking about today. Let us have today in our hand first before we talk of tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Olugbenga Olusa, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much for your time.
Interesting conversation. Strong allegations made against the governor and, of course, his family members and other people in Ondo State. We, of course, hope that we can bring them in to also respond. But thanks very much, and, all the best with Saturday.
Bring them in. I'm available.
All right. We look forward to that.
I am
just
going to confront them, even in your presence.
Okay. Just want to quickly reiterate that these views expressed are yours and not the views of News Central. Thank you very much for joining us this morning.